Hello everybody and welcome back to another Pyromania video. In this episode we are continuing with our house, sorry, no, not house, love shack. And today we are going to be building the basement down here. Down there, yes, look at that. Down here. And if I can maneuver my way up these staircases in this perspective, we are making a second floor. Not sure what's going to be on this floor. Good looking bed, probably. Well, definitely. Some form of roof that can do justice to this house. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, so I have started on the dungeon. I think I was calling it basement before, but I kind of like the dungeon approach. I've made the entrance so far. I'm quite liking it. I think when I'm done, I'm gonna change some of the blocks, to give it a more claustrophobic, dungeony, moss, cracked cobblestone, that lot. So that's the entrance. I'm going to build a sort of corridor. I'm thinking combination lock and then into the room. So not too far back, but I don't know, I think it'd be quite cool. I was thinking of putting an elevator in, but I think that would be a bit too difficult with the water. Plus the entrance, don't know whether I put that. So I decided on this peculiar looking stairwell thing. So yeah, I think I'm quite liking it. So I'm going to go on the entrance and I'll see you when I've done that. Bye. Okay, so I have done a kind of sort of entrance thing, well, the corridor, and the start of the actual room. I'm thinking I'm going to do a sort of flickering light system at the top, be quite cool. Then some various contraptions along here. For the actual room, I'm thinking I want to sort of cross between American Psycho and 50 Shades of Grey, if you get my drift. So I'm gonna go do some redstone work on this, and I'll come back to you. Oh yeah, so just to run you through, I've added in, where is it? Here we go, 4 mossy cobblestone as opposed to mossy stone brick. I think they're called stone bricks. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they work because like the cracked on this mossy one is a stone brick, whereas this is cobblestone. So I'm not sure if they do work. They don't seem too off. Let me know if they seem too bad. I can change them. For the main part, I do think they do add a bit of diversity, but again, let me know what you think. And I guess this is ultimately your house, so you kind of have the final say. I also want to change this. Not sure what into, just make it not so tacky. I want to say. I'm not sure that's the right word. I know as a dungeon, the whole point is to look sort of damp and oh damn, that's a good idea actually. Add some water. But anyway, the whole point is to look sort of broken down. But that's, I don't know, that just doesn't seem right. But anyway, I'm gonna try out some redstone ideas, and I'll come back to you once I've cracked it. Bye. Alright, we have the flicker and light system sorted. Looks quite good. I'll be putting in this lamp once I've shown you the redstone of it. So these are 2 separate systems here. So they're the same, but just different. Like different systems not interacting with each other. So I'll just show you one of them. Basically, we have these hoppers which are passing a item back and forth, and each time it goes in the hopper, the what's it called, comparator that belongs to that particular hopper goes on, sending a signal through here, which sends a signal to the dispenser, or dropper, sorry, which then drops this item, or any particular item, any random item, that's the point, which then decreases this signal strength by a random amount, it depends on the item. Which will then, this repeater then picks up on and stops sending the pulse to the lamp, and that's happening 4 times. There is a simple version of this, which is where just this one system for all, but it's less random. Ignore that. So I've got 2 systems, each for 2 lamps, and that way it's a bit more fun, flickery wise. So let's put in the last lamp. I believe it goes there. Brilliant. And then fill that back up. Look at that. Lovely. Alright, now on to the decorating. Alrighty, I've decorated the basement, and I think you would like to have a look. I could have just started this clip in the basement, dungeon rather, but I couldn't pass up an opportunity to do this because I am so proud of that contraption. But we go down here, not looking at the dungeon just yet. So I've redone this. Damn it. Okay, I need to place some stone there. So we come into here and explain what we have. Not much, but then again, there isn't much you can do in Minecraft. We are limited. So I just work my way around. These are supposed to be sort of like handcuffs in the wall type thing, with so like obviously you can't get in, but the idea is that you would be in there with your hands cuffed. This is slightly. I think I may have gone a more torturous dungeon than what it was going to be. Because this is somewhat based off the Iron Maiden, which was a medieval torture, death contraption pretty much. It's like a coffin but with spikes in it, and they put you in there and then close it. I think it'll be better in older updates, because where the what's it called, rating would like stick to the doors, but now it doesn't, because it doesn't register them as blocks. So I don't know, it looks alright. Over here we have I'll go to those last, actually, because they're quite funky. But this is a dyed leather armor. Oh, actually, that reminds me, we got an achievement for that. Tie-dye outfit. Use a cauldron to dye all 4 unique pieces of leather. And while we're here, we've also got a few more achievements. The Beaconator, creating a fully powered beacon. The Beginning, kill the Wither, that was from 2 episodes ago. Overkill, that was probably from the Wither 2. And the Iron Golem, but I think I already done that one. I explained that one. This is, again, it could be seen as the dungeon type thing, but it could also be seen as a torture chamber, because it's based on the I want to say rack. I don't know what it's called. Another medieval torture device where you would lie down, they would strap you in here and here, and then they would turn this and you get stretched. I saw and envisioned it as, you lay down, you get strapped in, let the fun begin type thing. And then we come over here to find some simple ones: leash and a whip. I did originally have the whip in here, but then you couldn't see the things. Also, I thought you could move these. You were able to move these in the past, so I'm not sure what's happened to them now. But yeah, I think that is. Oh, I've just turned it around, haven't I? Is that it? I think that's it. God damn it. I think that's it for the basement. So there we go. So I am going to go work on the second floor. I'm quite excited for this, because this is where the bed's going to go. The bed is actually the reason why the original build of this was too small. I don't know where it's going to be though, because well, because I don't know what else I'm going to have in here. I also need to figure out how a way to connect this so it's not a lawsuit waiting to happen, but also to keep it looking cool. So I'll come back when I've had a few ideas, and I'll let you know how it goes on. Alright, so it just came to my attention while editing that I didn't actually tell you about the armor. I got distracted by the achievements. All I was going to say was that it's black leather armor because, well, I'll let you, it's supposed to be black. It doesn't take up all the aspects, but I'll let you figure out why in this dungeon I have a black leather suit. I'm not going to go into too much detail. If you get it, you get it. Yeah, let's move on quickly. What I'm going to say is, given the time span of this, it might be best if I save this little treat for the next video. I'm not sure if it's going to take up the entire video. If not, I can start working on my next project, which is going to be a hard one. So I don't think I've mentioned it in this video, so either go back, watch the old ones, or wait until next one for it to be a surprise. But until then, goodbye all!